A man coming off an 1,100-yard campaign last year. Here's Travis Etienne.
Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9.
Well, this defense for the Falcons, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The Jaguars at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year, because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
On second down, here's Lawrence. Open man, this is Brenton Strange, the tight end.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. That is caught.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards there, good enough for the Jags first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Yeah, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's second and 6. And they'll go again with Etienne.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
It's great seeing that type of run from Etienne. And look, I know we couldn't consider him for Rookie of the Year last year, but it really was his rookie season since an injury cost him all 2021. And he looked like a Rookie of the Year, 9th in the NFL with over 1,100 yards for a surging Jaguars offense.
Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Throw left side, complete to Ingram. Touchdown, Jaguars! Evan Ingram, his second touchdown on the season.
And the Jags will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ritter. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down. You look at this Jaguar defense.
They were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, Do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes, we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
Ready?
Ritter with it after the play fake. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 42. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. A nice gain there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering him. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event, whatever you see, you think that tight end can win that battle.
That's a heck of an effort from Josh Allen getting in there defensively.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Working from the gun, Ritter.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
That's an early scramble to be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
Ritter now.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
That's Foley Fatukasi who got in there and finished off the play. So on 4th down, Ritter heads to the sideline. Younghoe Koo gets set for the Atlanta field goal. Koo knocks this one through the post.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why?
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Another tote for Etienne. And Etienne going to have a Jags first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, and go for a touchdown. But the runs that really make it work are the ones where you just get what you need, right? He barely got the first down, but he got it.
On first down, Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On first and 10, it's Etienne.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down.
Finds his tight end Ingram. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Jacksonville's gamble on Ingram getting back to peak form was a smart one. Career best in catches and yards. Basically gave their offense another big-bodied receiver to go to, as they did there.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34.
A shotgun snap and again to Etienne. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. From the 31, here's a 2nd and 8. They go play action now. Lawrence.
This is caught. Touchdown. Calvin Ridley, 31 yards.
And the Jaguars are able to widen their advantage. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Ritter headed right off the option. The 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. What a run there. I mean, you've got speed, elusiveness, escapability, all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached to get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys who have speed.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get him next time out.
That play disrupted and stopped for a loss by linebacker Troy Anderson.
Running the ball can be a struggle in this part of the field. In fact, it's a perfect spot for defenders to pin their ears back and try and work upfield, and they capture him for a loss.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
And you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Lawrence.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
Take it at the 37.
The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return.
And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Ritter trying to get them up to the line here in a hurry. On 2nd down, Ritter.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match. And maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him. But nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it.
That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here. Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Now a 2nd and 2. Now Lawrence.
And his throw here is incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 2-point lead in hand, they may not do anything too aggressive here.
This is caught. It's Kirk. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to give it to Ridley. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And a potential turning point as they get the football in very good field position late in this first half. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are, positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Eluding the pressure right. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit.
Koo knocks this one through the post. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime? Really has it knocked down.
And that ball popped free. We can hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone to the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Second down and a run by Robinson. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. He's on his way. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is up to 8.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, down at the 33.
Straight ahead, Etienne.
And he's going to take this one down to the 25. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
They go play action with Lawrence. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Tyquan Thornton.
25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Jaguars have cut the lead back down to 2. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Lawrence and the Jags offense staying out there. They'll go for 2 here.
They'll try and throw for it. Throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Ritter will set up to throw it. That's out wide here for Robinson.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Last play, they got stuck
left at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
A give to Robinson on the option. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
This is 2nd and 8. Here's Ritter. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. On play action, here's Ritter. His throw incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Robinson on a give right side. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 105 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now Ritter to throw on 1st down. Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete. Touchdown, Falcons! Kyle Pitts, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Falcons have moved out in front.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Coup now for the point after. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Next to score, Falcons 29, Jaguars 22.
Following the touchdown, here's Coup to kick off. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the...
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Jaguars. Tyquan Thornton, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from drawing level. McManus now for the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the third quarter. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll run again here with Robinson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. He's having a big game running the football, but that will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him in contract negotiations, doesn't it?
Here's 3rd and 3. Back to throw, Ritter. That is caught. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. Welcome back now here in London. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Option left, and Ritter keeps it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good chunk on the ground, and the keeper 17 yards, 1st down. Ritter off the play fake. 20. That's going to be caught downfield by Miller. Touchdown! Scotty Miller, his 1st touchdown of the year. And the Falcons answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Finally hauled down for the 1st time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
That sack doesn't change their offensive game plan. They always want to air it out and try and get the ball downfield quickly. They're going to have to block a little bit better, though, because the urgency and pressure just increase. Twice the distance now just to get a 1st down, and 1 less down to try and get it.
Under pressure, they got him again. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Here we go.
Now Lawrence down around his goal line. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time it yields a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points, that means this is now a 2-score game.
Yeah, and that's tough to deal with, isn't it? This little time left. Those 2 points doesn't seem like a lot, but it means everything now. Those are going to be the ones we're going to look back on. Those 2 points right there, the play of the game.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Ritter to throw it. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. So the completion good for just 3. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. Linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Ritter from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Come on, thanks.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 127 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. One of only 2 rookies to top 1,000 yards on the ground last year. Here's Tyler Algier. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays. And they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Ritter on the 4th down try. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Falcons! Drake London, 28 yards. yards.
Yeah. Yeah. All the young boys eating today, baby. Go ahead and lead, brother. I appreciate y'all tuning in, man. Y'all have a good night.
Nobody do it better than me, not incredibly. I do this competitively.